Have you ever wondered how to cut swordfish into the most delicious sashimi? The fresh flavor and tender texture of swordfish are simply irresistible. Comment 1 to join me in exploring this amazing preparation. Swordfish is one of the ocean's predators, known for its large size and sharp bill. In coastal countries like Japan, Spain, and Greece, the art of cutting swordfish has become a unique craft. Japan is renowned for its precise swordfish cutting techniques, where skilled artisans often require many years of experience to master the craft. Some individuals spend up to 5 years just learning how to cut swordfish. Once caught, swordfish must be cleaned immediately to ensure the freshness of the meat. The cleaning process begins with removing the long bill from the head. This bill is not only a distinctive feature, but also a weapon that helps the swordfish hunt and swim swiftly. Expert fishmongers use specialized fillet knives, thin and sharp, to make it easier to handle the skin and meat of the fish. Before cutting into the meat, water is continuously sprayed on the fish to maintain its freshness. The fishmonger scrapes the scales off the swordfish, a seemingly simple task that is actually quite time-consuming. The tough scales of the swordfish require significant effort to remove. Typically, a skilled worker takes between 30 minutes to an hour to remove all the scales from a 50-kilogram swordfish. Once the scales are removed, the process of cutting the meat begins. First, the fishmonger makes a straight cut down the belly from the head to remove the internal organs. Some parts, like the liver, can be used to prepare grilled liver dishes in Japan. After removing the internal organs, the fishmonger thoroughly scrubs the inside of the fish with water and a brush to eliminate any remaining dirt. Once the body of the fish is cleaned, the worker switches to a larger knife to cut the swordfish into 2 halves. The best cuts of meat are then sent to upscale restaurants, where talented chefs transform them into gourmet dishes. One of the most famous dishes is swordfish salad, which typically ranges from $15 to $50. The fresh pink meat of the swordfish is sliced thinly and combined with fresh salmon, mackerel, onions, and caviar, creating a unique seafood flavor. A sprinkle of white sesame seeds and fresh wasabi enhances the dish's taste. Famous fish markets like Tsukiji in Japan and the Piraeus Fish Market in Greece are ideal places to visit and purchase fresh swordfish. Fishermen typically catch swordfish in the deep waters of the Atlantic or Pacific Oceans and bring them back to shore for sale in the morning. At these markets, swordfish is often prepared on site, allowing buyers to negotiate prices directly with the fishermen. The price of swordfish typically ranges from $10 to $20 per kilogram. The busiest times at the markets are between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m., when restaurants and eateries rush to buy the freshest fish for their evening menus. An interesting story often shared among fishermen is that swordfish possesses special powers with each strike. It is said that whoever is lucky enough to catch the first swordfish of the day will have a year of good fortune at sea. These tales encourage many fishermen to rise early, determined to seize their lucky chance. If you love the ocean and are passionate about seafood, leave a comment with the number 1. Swordfish fishing has its roots in coastal cultures such as ancient Greece and Rome. However, commercial swordfish fishing truly began around the 19th century with fishermen from the Mediterranean region. Today, over 50 countries worldwide are involved in swordfish fishing, with notable participants including Japan, Spain, and the United States. There are 2 popular methods for catching swordfish, using harpoons and fishing rods. The harpoon method is typically employed commercial fishing on a larger scale. Swordfish boats are often equipped with a lookout tower at the bow, where fishermen stand to easily scan the surface of the water and locate swordfish. These fish usually rise to the surface early in the morning when they hunt in shallow waters. The fisherman on the lookout will signal the crew to approach the swordfish from a distance of 10 to 15 meters. Once the boat is in position, they will thrust the harpoon down at the fish. This stage requires agility and precision. When the fish is struck, the entire crew must work together to pull it aboard. A single swordfish can pull a boat several hundred meters before tiring and stopping. Catch limits for swordfish are usually well defined to protect ecological resources. Typically, boats are allowed to bring back only 10 to 20 swordfish per trip. This regulation helps maintain balance and safeguard the survival of this valuable species. The second method for catching swordfish involves using fishing rods, which is more suitable for amateur anglers who wish to catch smaller quantities. The fishing rod is usually fixed on the boat, allowing the angler to sit and wait for the swordfish to bite. However, it is crucial for them to have a good understanding of the terrain and to find areas where swordfish are abundant. A fishing session usually takes about 30 minutes to an hour for the rod to start bending, indicating that a fish has taken the bait. When a swordfish bites, it often takes at least 2 strong individuals to reel it in, as the weight of the fish, combined with its strength, can pull the rod underwater. This is also why many people enjoy sword fishing as a way to relieve stress, combining relaxation with a thrilling challenge. In commercial fishing, each swordfish typically weighs between 50 and 150 kilograms, although some can reach up to 600 kilograms. Are you still watching the video? Leave a 0 if you're not. I'm going to take you through how fishermen catch the ocean's speed king, tuna. Since the early 20th century, countries like Japan, Spain, and the United States have begun to harvest this fish to meet culinary demands and for export. Bluefin tuna is not only famous for its large size, but also for its delicious, fresh meat, which has become a key ingredient in many popular dishes, especially sushi and sashimi. Today, around 70 countries worldwide participate in bluefin tuna fishing, with Japan being the leading consumer and catcher of this fish. The most common methods for catching bluefin tuna are using purse seine nets and long lines. When fishing for bluefin tuna, boats often have to leave port for extended periods, ranging from a few days to several weeks. Bluefin tuna typically migrate along warm ocean currents and are commonly found in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Fishermen often use seine nets to catch bluefin tuna. When they spot a school of tuna, the crew quickly drops the net to encircle the area. Sometimes, schools of tuna will surface seasonally, especially at dawn or dusk, when water temperatures are ideal for their feeding. Once the fish are caught, the processing on board begins immediately. Bluefin tuna are large, averaging between 50 to 200 kilograms, with some weighing as much as 500 kilograms. The meat of bluefin tuna begins to lose its freshness after about 30 minutes to an hour of exposure to air. The first step in processing is cleaning and cutting the fish. Fishermen typically use sharp, specialized knives to make a vertical incision from the gills down to the belly to remove all internal organs. After the organs are removed, the bluefin tuna is washed thoroughly and iced immediately to preserve its freshness. The process of preparing tuna doesn't stop there. Professional chefs who make sushi and sashimi typically need at least 5 to 10 years of experience in handling tuna. Bluefin tuna has various layers of meat, each with its own distinct richness and flavor. The belly section of the fish, known as toro, is the most prized part due to its rich, buttery texture. This is the main ingredient used for high-end sushi. The leaner meat from the back and tail of the tuna is also used for sashimi, often served with a touch of ginger, wasabi, and soy sauce. In some places, tuna is prepared as tataki, where the fish is briefly seared on the outside while still maintaining its fresh, raw interior. This dish not only preserves the fresh flavor, but also creates a light crispness on the outside. Once prepared, tuna is distributed to restaurants and eateries, where it becomes an ingredient in many other delicious dishes. Such as tuna salad, grilled tuna steak, and tuna rolls wrapped in seaweed. At renowned fish markets like Tsukiji in Tokyo and the Sydney Fish Market in Australia, bluefin tuna is often sold at very high prices. A top-quality tuna can be auctioned for millions of dollars.